limit, man. Whoa. Okay, calm down.
The last time you were on was at the beginning of the war, the invasion of Ukraine. You wrote a brilliant piece at for SheerPost, Robert Shear's site, about how the war was basically unjustifiable but also predictable. What are your thoughts on the war months later?
I think you're referring to the column I wrote, Chronicle of a War Foretold, which was uh, February 24th. I mean, I saw it for, I think, what it is, which is a long war of attrition, a way to fuel the Ukrainian conflict, to wound Russia. Of course, it's the Ukrainians who pay in blood. The staggering amount of weapons, the money, with 54 billion. What do you just announced? Another 800 million or something. It's Germany is increasing its defense budget. It already did by 2%, but now it or doubled it, and now I think it's 2% of GDP. That'll make Germany the largest military force after China and the United States in the world. It's uh, yeah, it's this kind of insane. I was in Eastern Europe in '89, so I watched this whole process of kind of baiting, expanding NATO after the promises that you wouldn't, and they did. And Russia has every legitimate reason to feel threatened. NATO, I mean, go to Iraq and try and tell an Iraqi that NATO is a defensive force. It doesn't in any way excuse what Russia did. It's a criminal war of aggression. Preemptive war is a criminal war of aggression, which they pulled the trigger. They're guilty. They were certainly, I think, antagonized and repeatedly warned that expanding NATO up to Ukraine. People forget Ukraine was basically a de facto at that point before the war NATO country, because we had 150 military advisors. They were awash in NATO weaponry. It's very, very tragic and totally avoidable. No reason to expand NATO. I mean, NATO should have been disbanded. NATO was created in 48, 49 to stop a Soviet invasion into Central and Eastern Europe. I mean, I was there. Everybody was talking about the peace dividend and all this kind of stuff. Well, the arms industry was having none of that. So they saw the Soviet Union as prostrate, as weak. There was a lot of money, billions and billions of dollars to be made by converting Soviet military equipment into NATO compatible equipment. I was just foolish. I mean, look, you're in trouble when the voice of sanity is Henry Kissinger.
Right. Yeah. Never a good sign.
Who's right? He's right. Yeah. I hate to agree with anything that monster says, but he's right.
Yeah, we won't hold it against you.